Michel and I moto-camp in Papineau Labelle Wildlife Reserve so that we can spend the following day riding there. That is, until we run into a little problem. Follow along and see how the day goes. Michel and I rode in the Papineau Labelle Wildlife Reserve a few weeks ago, and we decided to go back for an overnight camping trip so we could spend more time discovering the different trails. Moto camping was a first for both Michel and me, so there was a lot to plan and prepare. I brought my old sleeping bag and borrowed a tent and sleeping pad, but things didn't work out too well. The sun was low in the sky, casting some amazing colors over the countryside. It made for a beautiful ride on the winding country roads as we made our way up to the reserve. That said, riding at dusk isn't exactly ideal. It's when all the wildlife starts to come out, and the risk of hitting a deer or something worse was in the back of my mind. We did see a few deer out in the fields, but thankfully nothing too close to the road. We made it to the campsite just after 8 p.m., just in time to set up camp before it got dark.
We can go right to our spot.
We even had a few minutes to pick up some firewood and grab water for breakfast. The evening was calm and relaxing, and we each dipped into our personal stash. Scotch for Michel, tequila for me. Not exactly your classic camping combo, but it hit the spot. I hardly slept all night. It wasn't too hot or too cold, I just couldn't get comfortable. My sleeping bag was too small, so I could barely move, and the sleeping pad crinkled like I was lying on a bag of popcorn. I finally managed to doze off around 4:30 a.m. and got maybe 2 hours of sleep. I woke up before Michel, so I decided to take a quiet walk around the campground and go check out Lake Echo. The early morning air was still and calm, and the light on the water had that soft, peaceful glow that only happens just after sunrise. It was a nice moment to shake off the rough night and take in the quiet beauty of the place.
And here is our campsite. Really big campsite. Alrighty. Alright, exploring Papineau Labelle. To east.
I created some routes using Gaia GPS, which I've been using lately and found it to be really good. Our first destination was les Chutes du lac Plat. I had done a bit of research and asked around for some points of interest in the area, but didn't come up with much. So we were mostly just exploring.
Ruisseau Plat. Bonjour.
Vous louez un chalet?
Non.
Parce que là, vous êtes hors des chemins prioritaires. Là.
Ah oui?
Ouais.
Ah, OK.
OK.
Les chalets privés, ces chemins-là.
OK, je savais pas. Comment qu'on peut savoir?
Ben, c'est des...
At one point, we crossed paths with the Sepaq worker who flagged us down. He asked if we had a cottage reserved and informed us that riding in that part of the reserve isn't allowed unless you have a specific reason to be there. We explained that we were just out exploring the area on our bikes. He was understanding and took the time to explain how access in the reserve works. Basically, he told us that while it's fine to ride the main routes, the secondary roads are restricted and meant only for people with valid passes, for things like accessing campsites, hunting, or fishing. He let us continue as long as we stuck to the main roads, and we appreciated the friendly heads up. After that, we scrapped our planned routes and had to come up with a new plan on the fly.
Ouais, merci. I'm just gonna check out the map here. Let's get out of here before we get shot.
I changed to navigating with the Avenza Maps application that I had previously downloaded. I had the map of the Papineau Labelle Reserve already loaded up, so from there it was easy enough to just follow the main routes.
I think I'm gonna take a picture here.
Some of the sections like this part of 32 West can be long and straight without much interesting twisties, but we do manage to find some nice roads coming up, as you'll see. We did manage to find the falls that we were looking for. We had to hike down a little bit, but it wasn't far off the road.
On continue l'aventure de Michel et Patrick.
Thanks for watching this video. I really appreciate it. Please like and subscribe, and let me know what you think down below. And stick around for some more adventures coming up real soon.